Welcome back, lady and gentlemen, to another fantastic installment of Crownless Gaming, casting two Diamond League players. This is Game 2, Dstryr versus ElderFats. We've got Dstryr up here in the 2 o'clock, and in the 12 o'clock we have ElderFats. So obviously we've got the blue Terran versus red Terran, red versus blue, very Halo-like. With the red versus blue, not quite Blood Gulch, but what can we do? We're playing StarCraft here. Last game, ElderFats went Zerg. Looks like he counterpicked to Terran now. After a quick Hellion run by, roasted his drones and put him at a significant economic disadvantage. We're probably going to see some straight play on a close by air, but obscenely long by ground map such as Scrap Station. We really have to worry about which of these players. What strats they're going to come up with. Are we going to have a liftoff planetary fortress rush full of SCVs? Because I think that's one of the coolest things you can possibly do. Are we going to see drop play? Are we going to see banshees? There's a lot of cool things we can see with this map, just because it sort of encourages airplay. We may see some turrets here lining this wall. I do like sim-citying back here, because if you get dropped, you can really cut down the amount of angles that someone can attack you from, but they're still walling off the ramp. Despite the obscene distances. We might see proxy barracks, or even floating a barracks over. If he makes that barracks, floats it to right over here, or here, that's out of line of sight, and he can start making units. Now, neither player bothering to try to do any SCV cheese, to make a proxy barracks or proxy base in their opponent's base. We do see gas going down for Dstryr. And no gas for ElderFats yet, but we do have the barracks, so multiple barracks going down for ElderFats here. So let's see where he's gonna put those. He's gonna put those at the wall of this ramp to try to wall that off. Finally getting gas, so we might see some Marine Marauder medevac play to these guys with some drops. We do see the SCV coming in for Dstryr. He is going to get by. It's not walled off yet. No supply depot in the middle there. Neither player has done anything silly like supply block or anything, but we do see a full scout by Dstryr. Looks like he's going to see everything and get chased off. Hit him with that drill, saying, "Get out of my ramp, you silly SCV." Going back to Dstryr's base, getting his orbital command for scans or for mules. Not really sure he's going to use it. Probably for mules to gain an economic advantage. Supply depot going down. There comes the mule with that really cool sound that I love so much. These barracks are up. We do see a tech lab going down. No reactor on the other one, or production of any kind. But we will probably see that pretty soon. We're going to need another supply depot down for ElderFats, or else he's going to end up with a bit of a smaller army. What's this cheeky SCV doing? Is he going to proxy something, take this tower, have an SCV Mortal Kombat Pokemon fight out here? Looks like Dstryr's going to lose that. Good micro by ElderFats getting him off that tower. We do see Marines coming out for Dstryr as he is getting his second gas. So with two gases this early, what do you guys think? I think we might see some Cloak Banshees, which are just absolutely fun to watch. Two gas also for ElderFats. And is he going to use this tech lab with a Stargate? That's the question. Nope, he's going to build Stim. So we're going to see some Stim Marines, maybe Stim Marauders. This, again, long by land map. Maybe we're going to see with the factory going down, maybe we are going to see a land battle. Despite how badly I want to see some Sky Terran. Give me some battle cruisers, Yamato guns. Finally, a starport for Dstryr. That makes me very happy. We do see concussive shells going down for ElderFats. So it looks like he's going to build a traditional MMM army, which may run into some issues if he doesn't build enough Marines against this aerial force that we might see out of Dstryr. So it looks like he's going to do the old 1-1-1 that we saw out of him last game. We see that so many Terrans so often. Bunker at the ramp in case there's any sort of cheeky play by ElderFats. Building a barracks on the side, he may lift that to the lower ground. Neither player choosing to expand yet. But we're only 5.5 minutes in, so that's to be expected. This one base play is pretty standard on a map like this. We do see a Hellion coming out. That Hellion's going to do some scouting. Probably not going to get the kills like it got last time, especially not with these conch shell Marauders here. They are going to absolutely chew through that Hellion, so that Hellion's going to be virtually ineffective. We do see a number of Marines out here for Dstryr. Anything producing from the factory? No, we do see the medevac coming out from the starport. So if we're lucky, we'll get to see some cool drops. Hellion scouts the natural, no expansion, but he knows he's going to be denied by buildings up here. Stim still being researched and not quite done. Will that be done in time to prevent this medevac from dropping these units if he's going to drop? But I guess we'll have to wait and see now. I'm surprised he didn't put a reactor on it. No double medevac. He is supply blocked. So he's not going to be able to get that second medevac out if he wanted to do a double Marine drop here, but looks like he's not planning to drop at the moment. Is he going to drop a Hellion? Is he going to get cheeky? Nope, looks like he's just going to go with Marines. He could use a second medevac actually to drop that siege tank, and that would be just viciously brutal. We don't see many forces for ElderFats here watching for the drop from the side. We don't see any turrets going up. We do see a bunker going up in the mineral line. That, if full of Marauders, could cause some problems for this drop. But we do see the drop going off. He's going to drop it in the back of the base. And what was I telling you about the SimCity back here? They're going to, these units from Dstryr are going to be able to move wherever the hell they want. Does ElderFats see it? That's the question. Obviously, yet he does not. Right on the edge of the vision from this refinery, so he's going to be taken completely unawares with this drop. Good drop going down. Marine, 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 Marine. So many Marines going down, and a Hellion. Ugh, this is going to be brutal for those SCVs. No Marines loaded into the bunker. They are just going free. Pulls the SCVs. Not too many losses, actually. If he can get him around the other side and cut that Hellion off, go to the bunker. Bunker might go down, get some SCVs to repair it. Can he repair it? Marine shooting, doing some damage to the medevac, and he holds off the drop quite nicely. So that's some good anti-drop play there by ElderFats. And Dstryr, he's going to have to hang out by this asteroid and see how he's going to transition from that. We do see your standard Marine tank army going out, and we do see Marauders here going across the middle. So is ElderFats going to try to counter-push, take out these rocks and counter-push? A number of Marauders can be absolutely brutal to siege tanks, so maybe he might be able to use this medevac to glean some information as to the way this game's getting him going. Turrets going down for ElderFats in response, doesn't want to get dropped again, still making Marauders. So those Marauders are going to do absolute hell to the siege tanks and really be a pain in the ass. Look at these Spartan guys. Tonight they dine in hell. So without more siege tanks, that could be a problem. We do see a drop going down. He's going to kill the expansion. Maybe not kill it, but certainly drive it off. Stop the expansion. So that's some good micro play. ElderFats bring back his Marauders to deal with it. No, I don't know if that's the play that I would take. But he's got Marauders in his base. I think he should just counterattack right here, but I guess we'll have to see. Marauders clearing up. Nope, good pickup by Dstryr on the medevac micro, and he has effectively stopped a push from those Marauders for the meantime, allowing him to macro up some more sieges and some more Marines. So we're getting a nice longer game this time than the last game. Nothing silly happening. We do have infantry weapons coming out for Dstryr. No upgrades as far as weaponry is concerned on the map yet for ElderFats, but look at these Marauders, man. So many Marauders. Kaboom, baby! Gonna drop these rocks, and this might be a pretty tough push to stop for Dstryr. Look at this line. That is really brutal. It's like a civil war here, just lining up. They're going to fight. No spread from the Marauders. Marauders not focusing down the siege tanks, so they will probably get taken out pretty handily here as the siege tanks just siege up and crank away. Using Stim to get away. I like that usage of Stim defensively. He is going to move his command center back down, perhaps to another expansion down here. I like that. Very sneaky. If he can hold this choke, he can really prevent attacks coming from Dstryr. Dstryr expanding into the natural just with mules at the moment. We'll probably pull SCVs momentarily. And where's that medevac? Just hanging out over here. He's still got some Marines in it. Lost that Hellion. Bunker going out for ElderFats as well. Defensive bunker. We do see that reactors are being made, refinery being made, Terran infantry weapons almost done for Dstryr. And he's almost mining out this base, so both these players need to expand. Now, how they're going to transition, that's very interesting. Now, we do see Stim going down, so it looks like Dstryr is probably going to go with the more standard Marine tank build, and has ElderFats with a significant advantage on that Stim timing. Going to deal with that has yet to be seen. It's too bad those Marauders couldn't focus down those siege tanks, because if he cleaned up those sieges and then gotten out of dodge, he might be in a better position. But losing all those Marauders to those sieges was just kind of brutal. Planetary Fortress being created here at the expansion. Planetary Fortress, honestly, probably the best defensive unit in the game. I saw some awesome games earlier with just Planetary Fortresses holding choke points. They are really, really cool, especially against Zerg. I mean, not so great against siege tanks, but we do need to see a starport go down here for ElderFats so he can heal up those Marauders, because with a Marauder-centric army and no medevacs, not sure how he's going to be able to sustain an advantage there. Wanting to prevent drops, throwing down another missile turret, which is always very cool. We do see the Lone Marine, the Scout, hopefully not with a Death Wish here if he runs up against this Planetary Fortress, but taking the Zelnaga Tower to give himself some vision. We do see a Ninja expansion at the gold by Dstryr. He's going to have a huge economic lead once this thing gets up and running, but we have a natural expansion for ElderFats as well with a bunker in his mineral line, so he's not taking any chances on Hellion Harass, but he does not know about this gold expansion, and that is going to end up being pretty brutal. We see a move out with Marines, Medivacs, and Siege Tanks. This is going to be hard to stop with just a handful of Marauders. ElderFats does have the starport going down and Terran building armor going up. Building armor, not used to that, but with the bunker play, I guess why not, right? Hopefully the starport finishes in time, but it is not going to save this Planetary Fortress unless he gets those SCVs repairing it. He's got one on it. That's not going to be enough with all these Marines, the Concave, so many Siege Tanks, and they're going to light those SCVs up, going down. Oh, God. Oh, the humanity watching these things die is just one of the most brutal things. A firing squad of Siege Tanks. We're going to see Dstryr pushing forward here on two fronts, bringing Sieges and Marines through this little land bridge here, as well as from the south, hoping to pinch any units of ElderFats. But after getting that expansion, having his saturated gold base, well, at least moderately saturated gold base as a Planetary Fortress, he's going to have a commanding economic lead. Look at the difference in food. We have 61 for ElderFats and 110 for Dstryr. I don't know if he knows this natural's here. Nothing mining at the natural. ElderFats obviously a little bit worried about this push. What's he going to do to stop it? He's got plenty of Marauders, but no Medivacs. Double making Medivacs. I love that play. If he gets out a few Medivacs, those Marauders will chew through those tanks. So just something to get some AoE, maybe some Marines to clear up the other Marines, but he's going to need to do something against this large Marine force, because look at all these guys just machine gunning things down as they are Marines. Reading signs about the space mining. I think maybe if the job doesn't work out in the Marine Corps, there'll be miners. He's going to lift off the Planetary, or the Command Center rather. Is he going to get away? Stim to catch it. I don't know if he's going to be able to get this away. He might get the kill. Dstryr might get the kill on ElderFats' expansion here. That'd be 2 expansions down, with Dstryr running on 3 bases, including a gold base. I mean, just look at these numbers. So many minerals for Dstryr. I think this push is it. If these Marauders don't take out these Siege Tanks, this is absolutely game. Let's see if those Marauders can focus the Sieges down. And yes, finally, much better micro on the Marauders. They've got to take those Sieges out, or they're just going to get peppered. That looks like probably will be game. Push through with those Stim Marines. Really brutal DPS from them. Getting stimmed up, stim ending, but all those Medivacs are going to be a problem. But good game from both players. I liked it. Just need to get some AoE, get some tanks out for ElderFats, and could have been a different game. Thank you all for watching.